Let's get right into it. Number 15. The mirror glitch response. You're up late, maybe 2 in the morning, barely awake, toothbrush in hand, staring into the bathroom glass. Then suddenly, something inside says, "Wait, that isn't really you." Not scary or dramatic, just dull disbelief, like your mind checked out without telling you. That odd flicker is called jamais vu, a sneaky flip side to déjà vu. Instead of feeling familiar, things feel oddly alien. Even your face can seem foreign when your brain zones out, kind of like an overworked clerk ignoring their desk. Your brain, with all its weird, jelly-like texture, keeps matching patterns without stopping. That's why you don't freak out when you catch yourself in a mirror. But sometimes it stumbles. Then, you're just some random person standing there, confused. Same glitch hits names. Stared at your scribble of a signature and thought, "Nope, this looks fake?" Yup, total mind screw up. Here's what feels weird, it's actually typical. When things get too routine, your mind just zones out briefly. Think of it as your nerves sending a memo. Been through this dumb mug way too many times already, pass. Researchers believe this stems from mental exhaustion, the mind's version of an employee running on empty, barely holding it together. Once the brain feels swamped yet unengaged, it starts glitching out, mixing things up for fun. Instead of staying sharp, it drifts off, playing tricks just to stay awake. When your face in the mirror seems lost, like a glitchy video game character, that's not magic. Nah, it's your mind hitting reload, 'cause keeping up with you is exhausting. Brutal. Number 14. The someone's behind me prickling. You ever climb a dim stairway, then get the sense someone's right there at your back? No contact, no sound, just presence. Instantly, your spine freezes like doom's arrived. Welcome to hyper-alert mode, the default human trait we inherited from when big-toothed predators saw us as dinner. Your body's warning system sits right in your neck and shoulders. If you walk into a place where you can't see well, hear strange sounds, or just feel something off, it kicks on fast. The brain isn't sitting around waiting for proof. Proof means danger is already here. Instead, you get chills out of nowhere, a jolt of adrenaline hits, then the strong pull to bolt away like you're suddenly in a horror movie. This reaction comes from your amygdala. It works like an oversensitive alarm that often freaks out for no real reason. When it senses something unclear, it jumps into action, shouting warnings even if what's bothering you is just clothes sitting where they shouldn't. Here's the odd part. Your mind treats dim lighting like actual danger. When vision gets fuzzy, it jumps to conclusions like you might need to bolt or shout. That shiver down your back? Blame old-school reflexes trying to puff up your hair, scare off threats. Shame it doesn't work now, since the scariest thing nearby is probably your power meter. Your nervous system acts like it's stuck in ancient times, while you're simply grabbing cheese from the fridge late at night. Number 13. The phantom phone buzz. Your phone's in your pocket. Then it buzzes, so you look, but there's no alert. Yep, your mind just made that up. That weird glitch? They call it phantom vibration syndrome. Fancy name, sure. But honestly, it's just nerves needing contact, kind of like a dog begging for pets. Here's the deal. Your mind links the feeling of a phone vibrating so tightly to everyday moments that it begins guessing when it'll happen. A tiny jerk in your leg, cloth shifting oddly, or just stepping forward fast. Your head jumps in, saying, "Got it, message incoming." Might be huge. Gotta look now. The weird part? How effortless it feels. A habit formed from hit or miss rewards. Glance at your phone, maybe something's there, maybe not. That unpredictability? Pure fuel for your brain's reward loop. Over time, your mind starts shouting new message, even when silence hits. This is basically your somatosensory cortex playing tricks. It means well, yet acts like someone nudging you and acting innocent after. You feel false signals, phantom shakes, odd tingles. Since your mind's eager for action, your body slowly starts acting like an anxious newbie employee. Twitchy over shadows, crumpled sheets, or a breeze. Worst bit? Hardly anyone stops to wonder why. Instead, they grab their phone, mutter something vague, then go right back into autopilot. Your mind's tossing junk thoughts your way, yet you still click on them. Number 12. The sudden name drop panic. You're just standing there, drinking water, doing your thing, when out of nowhere, someone shouts your name. Immediately, your whole body tenses up like you've done something wrong. Eyes dart sideways. Pulse jumps. Mind freezes mid-thought. What gives? Turns out, your brain reacts to your name like it's got a built-in alarm button. Your name acts like an instant alert system inside your head. Even when you're spacing out way more than someone stuck in a long class, your ears keep listening just enough to catch that word. This ties into what's called the cocktail party trick. Your mind loves eavesdropping on things tied to you, simply because it can't resist gossip. When somebody calls your name, even in a noisy crowd, your brain suddenly shifts gears, zeroing in on just that voice. This trick dates back to times when hearing "Trung, get down," could save your skin. These days, more often it's "Trung, got a sec," which kind of sucks by comparison. This reaction's why you might snap open your eyes when someone calls your name while you're asleep, as if suddenly dropped back into the world. The mind can't tell if the voice came from sleep or waking life. It hears the name, fires up the circuits, no questions asked. The weird bit? Your name jumps out at you, even if you're barely noticing, which suggests your mind's always tuned in, sort of like a watcher who never closes their eyes. Not once. Your name? That's the trick to grab your focus fast. Shout it once, then your mind jumps up, like it's scared to miss out. Number 11. The invisible itch chain reaction. Picture this. There you are, just chilling, doing nothing wrong. Out of nowhere, your arm starts bugging you. So what do? Scratch it, obviously. Next thing, your leg joins in. After that, your shoulder jumps on board. Even your nose isn't safe. Soon enough, you're sure tiny invisible critters are crawling all over. Say hello to the spreadable itch effect, the body's weird way of copying itself nonstop. You don't actually need an itch to kick things off. Just imagining one, kind of like you're doing now, can set it all in motion. The part of your brain that deals with real itches also lights up when you think about them. That means the mere thought can spark that tingling feeling. Yet this gets weirder. Watching someone scratch, listening to them mention itching, maybe just spotting the word itch, yeah, that one, fires up mimic circuits in your brain, making you itch too. Experts label it contagious action. Though honestly, it's like your skin suddenly rebels without warning. Your body sees itchiness as danger, maybe bugs, irritants, or something mildly toxic, so it triggers a small alarm. That's your nerves saying, "Not sure what this is, yet better overreact than ignore." Now you're itching like a wild critter glowing in the dark, while everyone nearby begins to itch thanks to how fast that urge jumps from person to person. Once it kicks in, the sole trick is burying your thoughts so far down they blank out your skin. Your skin's just copying others, really. One fake scratch, then boom, you're acting like a virus movie star. Number 10. The instant don't look down, override. You know that split second when someone tells you, "Look away," yet your gaze dives straight down like gravity just won? Right, your mind loves rebelling against orders. That snap reaction links to reverse thinking, where trying not to do something makes you do it anyway. Sounds dumb, works worse. Here's the deal, your mind needs to picture an idea just to block it out. You've got to form the image before shutting it down. Think about warning a small kid, "No matter what, stay away from that treat," then watching it vanish seconds later. When somebody tells you don't look down, your mind instantly pictures down, treats it like something urgent, yet zooms in on it, like a tired stagehand aiming a light. Eyes lock onto that thought since the brain picks new visuals faster than rules. This reaction's why avoiding a thought actually brings it up way more, like 7 times worse. Whatever you do, don't imagine snakes. Oh, now they're crawling all over. Nice going. Your brain loves to flip you off by doing the opposite of what you want, like it's got a mind of its own. This setup was meant to watch out for danger, yet now it totally backfires in everyday situations. Rather than protect you, it messes with focus, ruins your pride, or wrecks anything that needs restraint. Your brain seems wired to skip ahead, jump straight into what you shouldn't do. Number 9. The why did I say that? Reflex. 1 minute you're chilling, next bam, you're reliving some awkward moment from ages ago. Lying there calm, Then your mind tosses out a comment you made at a party way back. It sneaks up like guilt with perfect timing. Your brain doesn't warn you, it just drops it in full detail. Feels less like memory, more like emotional ambush. This reaction kicks in since your mind watches how you act around others just like it does when you're in physical trouble. For your basic instincts, blurting out an odd comment feels kind of like picking a fight with the group boss back in ancient times. Staying on good terms matters big time. To your brain, it's survival level crucial. If you speak strangely, trip up mid-sentence, or chuckle at a bad moment, your inner alarm tags it like a serious offense. Later hours, days, or even years, the mind suddenly says, wait, then pulls up that awkward moment again. Not because it wants to wreck your day, more like it's tweaking how you think things should go. Thing is, that inner guide, over 900 pages thick, filled with stuff you don't really need anymore. This reaction comes from the medial prefrontal cortex, your brain's self-check zone, as well as the anterior cingulate cortex, where discomfort lights up. Yep, actual ache. That's why cringing at replying "you too" to a server feels worse than kicking furniture barefoot. Your head treats awkward slips just like scraped skin. The weird thing, these memories pick you. They jump out of nowhere. Maybe you're chilling, crunching snacks, glued to the TV. Then bam, mind hurls a mental bomb right into your calm. Seems like support, sure, yet honestly it's more like that one critical friend pointing out you're kinda awkward after all. Social habits wrecking sleep routines for ages. Number 8. The freeze-frame startle. You walk through your home. Things seem fine. Then suddenly, a sharp noise cracks the air. Your body locks up. No twitch, no leap. Just stillness. As if life got frozen mid-frame. That instant halt is called the startle-freeze response, an ancient survival habit your mind runs without asking, like old code nobody updated. This reaction kicks in before your brain even names the noise. The amygdala, always alert, never relaxed, spots abrupt surprises and hits full stop. Muscles freeze, breathing stops, vision sharpens like it's grabbing extra details from the scene. Your body whispers, stay still, maybe threat walks past. Just pretend we're part of the scenery. The crazy bit? How spot on the clockwork is. This stop response kicks in under 60 milliseconds. Conscious thought isn't included at all, it's left out completely. The lower brain runs it solo, seeing that mulling things over wastes time when staying alive's up for grabs. People got this instinct from animals that stayed still to dodge danger. But here's the catch, your mind treats a rustling bush like it's a beast, even if it's just cutlery clanking after midnight. That clang? It flips an ancient switch without asking questions. Each sudden sound revs up old survival wiring meant for wilder times. Here's the kicker. Once that freeze reaction kicks in, your system quickly rolls out two others, fight or run plus a sudden jerk. You end up frozen, flinching a bit, sort of like a confused avatar stuck on pause. Your brain, stuck in ancient times. It acts like it's always hunting danger, no matter where you are now. Your place? A flat with heat piped in from a central system. Balance? Non-existent. Number 7. The I'm being watched pulse spike. You're just walking through your day, maybe checking your phone or munching toast, doing normal stuff. Then out of nowhere you get that prickly feeling. Heart jumps. Neck stiffens. A tiny voice inside says, someone's watching. Most times, no one is. Still, your gut reacts like it caught you sneaking snacks from the fridge. This thing? It's called gaze detection. A gut reaction baked right into your bones, impossible to switch off no matter how hard you try. People developed this fast response over ages, mostly to connect with others or stay alive. Eye contact might signal warmth, yet just as easily hint at danger. Tough luck. Your instinct doesn't sort them out, so it flips into panic mode every single time. Your brain leans on a quick path area called the superior temporal sulcus to guess where someone's eyes are pointing. Not reasoning, just spotting familiar shapes. When something nearby kinda looks like eyes, twin marks, dark smudges, shiny spots, even a chair back that seems off, your nerves fire up and whisper, danger, watch out. This is exactly why dummies give you chills. That's when paintings seem like they're watching by midnight. It's how you're dead sure somebody's there when no one is. Your mind's going wild, yet thinks it's solving something vital. Here's that sudden jolt in your heartbeat. Blame your body's automatic mode kicking in. Being watched once signaled danger, like becoming prey. Your pulse races, prepping you to bolt, even though you won't move an inch since you're just sprawled on the sofa slurping instant ramen. Modern life, zero. Ancient instincts, undefeated. Number 6. The sudden doorway forgetting glitch. You step inside. Then you freeze. Your mind goes empty. You glare at nothing, like it messed up your day. Forgot why you came in. Can't recall what you wanted? Feels like identity vanished? Welcome. It's the doorway trick, your brain randomly rebooting when you least need it. This reaction occurs since your mind treats real-world spots like storage bins. As you step into a different area, your hippocampus subtly thinks, fresh spot, fresh situation, then clears recent thoughts from the last place to prep for what's next. Designed to keep things smooth, though more often it leaves you standing around wondering why you walked there. Researchers label it an event boundary. Kinda sci-fi, like jumping into a portal. Yet mostly it's just your mind going, different space, what now? Weird bit. It decides on its own. Doesn't matter if you're gripping keys mid-call or barely hanging in there. It hits reset either way. This reaction worked way better back when humans first existed. Going from place to place brought different threats, chances, or changes. Each spot had its own deal. Flipping your mindset fast used to keep you alive. Now, it only messes up small things like walking into a room and blanking out. You weren't after food or drinks. What you really wanted was resolution. Here's the kicker, push real hard to recall, yet your mental workspace freaks out and shifts paths. It's almost like your mind mutters, wanted that info? Should have packed it along for the trip. Cheers, mind. Super useful. Honestly. Number 5. The sleep jerk ambush. You're starting to doze off. Muscles loosen up. Breathing gets slower. Just as everything feels calm, wham. You jolt awake, like something zapped you out of nowhere. That weird spasm is called a hypnic jerk. An odd little kick that could use a dramatic soundtrack. Your brain glitches when you're drifting off, mixing up muscle relaxation with a sudden drop. So instead of staying chill, your nerves freak out, tensing everything fast, like dodging some invisible fall. Maybe it's gravity, or a fake ledge. Hard to say. Bottom line, your mind jumps into action like someone hearing a bang down the hall. The hypnic jerk happens when your movement system and feeling system don't sync right. When muscles loosen up, your brainstem thinks that slack means you're dropping from a branch. Thanks, ancient survival tricks. To keep you safe from some imaginary twig fall, it fires off a strong jolt across your nerves. The outcome? A sudden jerk that hurls you from calm right before sleep straight into awkwardness. Extra fun when you kick a person by accident, wave your arms wildly, or let out that odd gasping noise like you gulp down a spirit. Here's the weirdest bit. Right before you drift off, your mind triggers that jolt, so you actually sense it while it unfolds. Like your nerves suddenly whisper, sure, sleep sounds good, but what about full-on alarm instead? Your body, time to sleep. Your brain, or hear me out, violence. Number 4. The sudden memory flash grenade. You're strolling around, minding your own business, yet out of nowhere a strange idea crashes into your head, like spam on a quiet screen. It might be some odd moment from way back as a kid, or maybe a disaster flick your thoughts made up on the spot. Could even be that awkward thing you muttered 8 years ago. No matter what pops up, your brain serves it right then, like a joke told just to mess with you. This weird memory pop-up? Just your brain doing its odd cleanup routine. You've got countless bits stored away, yet sometimes the emotional part of your mind suddenly replays an old clip. Feels like a mental glitch, random jolts from nowhere mid-afternoon, just to see what sticks. These sudden memories pop up since your mind keeps checking old feelings. When it finds something left hanging, weird, or just a bit intense, out it comes, no heads up. The amygdala craves action, so it always says yes, while the prefrontal cortex stands by, frustrated, muttering, not now. Here's the weird bit. Those sudden images often make no sense at all. One moment you're fine, chill, doing stuff, maybe even smiling. Then boom, your mind tosses up some random scene from way back, like it's nothing. That flash hits so hard you flinch, muscles tightening on their own. Feels like your head just ambushed you with a fright. But there's no ghost, just old memories wearing your face. Here's why they feel so real: your brain uses the same circuits to replay them as it does when you're actually seeing something right now. So instead of treating them as old moments, it acts like they're happening again. Your brain's like a broken projector. Sometimes it spits out scary images during your normal day reel. Number 3. The Startle-Laughter Malfunction. You ever get spooked, say, by a sudden bang or someone popping out of nowhere, and instead of staying cool, you just crack up? Not the kind of laugh that's sweet or proper. I mean wild, shaky snickering, like your brain mixed up panic with jokes. This weird chuckle? It's your brain trying to calm things down when scared. Get spooked. Your amygdala screams danger. Adrenaline surges. Muscles tense up fast. Yet once in a while, you just burst out laughing, kind of like someone who hasn't slept in days. Here's why: your mind runs a hidden program meant to calm social friction. When danger seems fake or fighting back feels risky, this system kicks in. Instead of lashing out, you blurt out laughter. Think of it as your nerves fumbling under pressure, tripping up, then flipping a random mood toggle by mistake. The outcome feels odd: part panic, part fake cheer. You're scared stiff, yet your expression shouts, "Yikes! So fun. Absolutely loving this." Awkward? Totally. Unclear? For sure. But hey, it's just how people are. This reaction pops up during sudden shocks, near misses that feel weird, or moments when your mind screams, "I mean no harm, just leave me alone." Yep, laughing's kinda like an ancient peace sign from way back. Like saying, "Oops, didn't see you there. Please don't attack." Here's the kicker: you can't hold it back. Laughter spills out uncontrollable. At the same time, your whole frame buzzes like it's charged. Heart racing nonstop, fingers wobbling slightly, lips twitching as if hit by a comedy tsunami. All this happens while pride flops down flat, left in the dust. Your brain says, "I feel afraid." Your mouth, "Time for a comedy routine." You, "Why am I like this?" Number 2. The face in the crowd snap recognition. You're at a crowded spot, maybe an airport, a show, or just buying groceries, when something catches your side vision. It's them, right? Heart dives. Mind freezes. You snap your gaze over fast, jerky, almost robotic. But nope. Totally different person. Some random human who happens to have one tiny thing in common with someone you recognize. This weird mix-up happens because your brain can't help but look for faces you know. People are super quick at picking out patterns, faces most of all, since telling allies apart from strangers once meant staying alive. Yet the process stumbles. Way more than you'd think. Your brain's face-spotting zone kicks into action before you even realize it. Instead of waiting around, it zips through people like a grumpy airport screener running on empty. When someone shares a similar haircut, stance, or overall feel with someone familiar, your mind skips the doubts. It jumps straight to yelling, "That's the one." Most times, things are off. Actually, they're usually mistaken. Yet, from evolution's view, errors beat delays. Ancient people didn't have time to wait. If someone came near, was it a buddy or another hungry stranger eyeing your food? Safer to guess friendly first, fix mistakes after. The odd thing? How strong your gut response feels. It's like your body's totally sure it saw someone you know. A quick flash of recognition hits, then focus sharpens, maybe a tiny burst of joy or dread, based on who popped into mind. Now your eyes adjust so your mind gets that it messed up big time. Then you quickly act like you never even looked at that stranger who just happened to be there. Your gut feelings? Old school quick. Your eyes? Doing what they can. Your brain? Look man, I'm guessing here. Number 1. The someone just walked over my grave shiver. You're waiting in line, mind drifting through lunch ideas, money worries, an old flame or whatever. Then bam. A sharp shake zips up your back, like ice water trickling down each bone. Not from cold air. Nothing shifted around you. Just this tremor, appearing from thin air. Flesh jumps. You glance sideways, half expecting someone invisible tapped your shoulder. That's the classic body jolt from deep wiring, older than speech itself. This reaction kicks in whenever your nerves notice tiny changes inside, like stress, focus, old feelings, or mood swings, and sends a signal racing down your spine. Some think it's an ancient ape response designed to fluff up hair when scared. Pity people lost the hair but kept the jitters instead. Here's what freaks people out. Now and then, that chill runs through you when your brain checks for threats, sees zero yet flips out anyway. Feels like your nerves press reset, get lost, so they restart everything from the base up. At other moments, it ties back to quick emotional flickers, brief flashes of worry, longing, grief, or sometimes thrill that slip under the radar. You're thinking everything's okay. But meanwhile, your body acts like you just walked into a spooky maze. The weird thing? This reaction moves through nerves using electrochemical signals. Starting deep in the brain's base, it travels up through spinal muscles, one after another. That little shake isn't by chance. Instead, it's your system doing a quick scan to see if all parts are working right. Your spine? It's like a grumpy cat. Acts up without warning. 1 minute fine, then suddenly off. Your brain says, no danger here. Your spine, let's act haunted. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.